Hey, what's up, everybody? Your boy JC. Everyday Thoughts is in the building. Everybody gather around. Y'all know what time it is. Today's topic is why are black women so masculine? And well, really, for starters, I really feel like we have to examine why they feel. A lot of brothers feel like they're so masculine, and one reason is they basically got to play both roles, whether it's mom and dad, or just in general, they just have to play both roles, and a lot of times they have no choice but to be strong and independent. You know, what's going on, Wendy? What's going on, Paige? You know, they don't have no kind of head, no kind of covering, etc. And like I said, all the blame, all the responsibility on their shoulders. So yeah, that's one reason why a lot of women are masculine. And then also too, we have a lot of weak-minded men. You know, men aren't really being built, aren't really being groomed like they was back in the day. You know, back in the day, they was out there, you know, working with the cars. You know, they were working with the household utensils. And nowadays, you know, it's like the only thing a woman has to do now is just call her mechanic or call somebody to fix her light or her engine. You know, there's not that many men that really know how to do as far as the housework, but yet we as men want to sit here and bash women about why they're so masculine and stuff. It's like we got to look in the mirror. We're feeling like they're masculine, they're strong, independent. We have to look at ourselves like, why are they like that way? You know, why are they that way? It's a reflection of us, how poorly we're doing. What's going on, Andrea? What's going on, Michelle? What's going on, Alicia? Ashley? What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is. What's going on, everybody? Oh, damn it. Okay. Rhea, Jamea, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Yvette said, I am up on grocery, paying bills, getting tune chain, my body and soul show it. A lot of women raise their son to be weak like that. Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, that's the issue too as far as what some women do. They call their boys, you know, they don't have no kind of responsibilities. But at the same time, though, you reach a certain age as a man, you have to try to fend for yourself and try to do stuff for yourself, you know. And that's the one thing we can't really try to blame our upbringing, our parents, grandparents. We gotta take consideration for our own respect, our own responsibility. Because, like I said, whatever happened in your past, that's your past. But at the same time, though, you have to grow up and make sure that you make responsibility going forward. You can't keep blaming your family, your upbringing, your situation, because everybody's situation is different, you know. What's going on, Dominique? You said it's not by choice. Men are feminine too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not really by choice. Like I said, a lot of it's on the men not really being the men, not being the leaders. And like I said, a lot of women, they have no choice but to be strong and independent. A lot of men, we have abandonment issues, you know, whether it's physically, whether emotionally, we're really not really in tune with a woman unless it involves with sex. But that's the thing, though. You got to be involved beyond just physical, because you're not along with her mentally, emotionally as well, too. Then, you know, stuff's just not going to work itself out, you know. What's going on, Cindy, Alicia? What's going on, Henderson? Rashard, Quisha, Monique. Oh, wow, that's crazy today. All right, a lot of women are put into the position to man up because a lot of men are not stepping up to the plate, so we're forced to be the boss role. Yeah, like I said, I do agree with that. You know, men are not being groomed, men are not being trained, men are not being taught, and men are not being put in a situation where they actually want to learn how to be better men. But instead of just trying to self-improve, we need to grow on. We just sit up here and try to blame the woman. Like I said, she don't have no issue being strong and independent. If we could actually come in her life and take burdens off of her, then, you know, we could see a lot better in our women. You know, they tired, they drag, they working like a man, you know. When they have issues, like as far as the car, as far as the housework, it's like they still have to go out there, cut the yard, get the trash, etc. It's like, when does she be in the passenger seat? When does she get to relax? Like, hey boo, hey babe, I got this. You know, I want you to relax. You know? And then we talking about, you know, a lot of brothers talking about 50-50. it's like you still want her to go, go here, go to work for somebody 10, 12 hours, come home still. You said holler at me. Still go out there and work, come home, cook, clean, help out with the schoolwork, do the dishes, do the laundry. And, it gets tough. It's frustrating at times for a lot of women, What's going on, LaShonda? What's going on, Sharice? Rhea said, damn, play all the bills, watch football, basketball, cut my own grass. Maybe I am the damn man. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, though, because a lot of times you got to sit up here and ask your father to go and change your tires and stuff. It's not like you can be like, hey, boo, hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? My tire messed up. And the thing about it is just take initiative. It's like, even if we as men don't know how to do stuff, you should at least have the resources to make stuff happen, be able to call, when your homeboy's up, etc. That's why women, too, you got to deal with, you got to know who you're dealing with, like, get your circle, like, know guys that maybe a mechanic, maybe a plumber, surround yourself with those type of people. That way you got people on lock, What's going on, Rodriguez? What's going on, Charlene? What's going on, Tay? If we let the men do things we consider needy, the best thing is to handle the things you need handled as a woman to ensure it get done. Yeah, I mean, you have to do what you have to do until a person comes. But at the same time, though, I mean, some women are so used to being, self-sufficient that when a man does come and does try to help out, some women, they do tend to push them off because they're just so used to doing everything. And it's just really sad, you're going on like a date and then the woman's like, well, I'm going to pay my half. No, you don't pay your half. That's a man's job. He's supposed to pay, So it's kind of like, it just works. It's just the roles are being reversed, You see a lot more women a lot more men want the woman to go out here and approach him and arrange the dates. There's not a lot of guys that have that kind of ambition, like, hey, we're going here, get something sexy on, we're going out here. It's like the woman has to drag you and do everything. So it's like, it's better just to be single. You can't find that man that's going to treat you right and love you the way, you're supposed to be loved. Then, it's best just to be single, just focus on your career, focus on your children. Because one thing you don't want to be is in a relationship and you feel like you're single, you still have to do everything by yourself. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on, Yolanda? Rich Ashley said, almost make you wonder what you even need a man for. Exactly, because half the time we can't even lay down in the bedroom, so it's like, damn, what do I need this dude for? Like, I got toys, I got all these sex toys, like, what do I need this man for? I'll be a lot farther in my career, in my business, I wasn't dealing with no toxic man. So what do I really need a man for? Like, for real, like, what are you adding to my life? Like, you had no attention, no kind of vision. Like, why did you approach me? Like, where are you trying to take me? Like, if a man don't know where it's going, don't follow a man who don't have no kind of vision. Like, don't do that. What's going on, Kezzy? What's going on, Miss Covington, Tia, Marlon? Yolanda said, I can't speak for no other woman, but I'm very feminine. Not all women fit in that category. I am not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones that, dealing with a man or a peaceful man and, they just not getting the needs met, Having to do everything is like, you best just to be single. I know you want to avoid man, but you can't be in desperation for a man that you lose your consciousness of who you are, your self-worth, What's going on, Mika? Clancy said, right, I had to surround myself with jacks of all trade men because as a woman, I can't do everything myself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to have men in different positions, but, trying to help you out as far as your plumbing, as far as your electricity, as far as getting your tires, checked on, your brakes checked on. Like, those type of dudes need to be, you need to be talking to. A lot of times, y'all got dudes. Got the food dude, you got the emotional tampon dude, then you got the dude you're fucking, then you got the dude who, a shoulder cry of, but you gotta get the type of dude that's gonna help you out, get you far in life, not just bring you disappointment. You know what I mean? What's going on, Shay? Jamil said it's not about the lack of grooming. There's a lot of men out here choosing not to step up and do it. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I don't really. I went a little bit on upbringing, but I always put on the individual as far as accountability within themselves. You know, I can't really blame your upbringing, the kind of school you went to, etc. I gotta blame that person. Once they reach a certain age, it's on that individual. What's going on, Linda? I have 2 minutes. Want me to join real quick? Yeah, come on, but I ain't got much time. You know, I gotta be back. But you come. You can send me an invite you want to. We chop it up for like 10 minutes. What's going on, Sonya? What's going on, Hunt? What's going on, Miss White? All right, Clancy said, like my grandfather told me in the Bible, every new generation is smarter, but weaker, and it shows. It's just a lot of weak men, period. It's just sad that a lot of women got to be strong, independent. Can't rely on the man to do nothing. It's sad. Superwoman ain't masculine. She's independent, sexy, and strong. Nah, like I said, I really appreciate all the queens out there, all my black sisters and queens out there. I'm all about black love, black family. That's what I'm all about. Alicia said, a man with no vision or dreams can't take you anywhere in life, and definitely they don't have God. Yes, you know, he don't have God, or he's not submitted to a higher authority, then it's not the person you need to be following. So I agree with that. Kizzy said, I don't need a man, but I want one. Kind of tired of doing it all by myself. But hey, you may have to, but you know, when he arrives, you better become prepared, because he ain't gonna be with the BS. He gonna be serious, but you gotta be ready for it though. Rhea said, I agree with you ladies, but if he's receiving all the benefits when you're not doing anything, then why do anything at all? I don't think, I'm trying, Miss Shay, uh-oh. I don't think it's right, but I do feel that women, we play a part. Oh snap, oh snap, oh
What's
snap, oh snap.
up?
Oh, you surprised me. What happened?
What's up? All right,
What's popping? What's
so
going on? Your boy JC,
I'm at my aunt's house, so hopefully
crazy, and
my son
motherfucker.
doesn't
What's going on?
bust out the house.
You said you had a butt
So
in. Like, what's up? What's up? I can't do it by myself. Like I think I can handle it by myself. You know.
all right. So let's say for myself, for a lot of I'm a single parent, right?
Uh
All right. So growing up, I had my dad. I had my dad physically present. My brothers and I always had our dad physically present. He was always there, everything like that. Emotionally detached, but physically he showed me how a man is supposed to provide for his family by any means necessary, well, any legal means necessary. He did what he had to do as a man and as a father for his family. So your question, the title of the live is, why are women masculine or something like that?
yeah.
Honestly, it's because we've had to step into certain roles that we weren't
Exactly.
necessarily made to be
Exactly.
and made to do. So at this point, like for myself, hey girl, that's my church. I gotta go back to church. Um, so we've had to step into some roles that we weren't necessarily made to do. So I'm at a stage where there's certain things I'm not teaching a man how to do certain things for me if I can do those things for myself. So like for me, I go out on a date. I have been my experiences and the things that my friends have gone through and the things that I see has led me to always prepare to pay for myself.
No,
Why?
no, no. That's
But I no
unacceptable
no.
right here.
Let me finish.
That's
Let me finish. Let me
unacceptable. You
finish.
cannot. That's very
No,
insulting.
what I'm saying is that I never
I
go
wish you
out
would. I wish you would
without.
go to your purse and take that credit card, a debit card, or a Mastercard coupon.
I
I
always
wish you
go out.
would. Like, I wish you would. I
If
can't
I go
stand
out
it.
with a guy, I'm always prepared to pay for myself. Why? Because I don't want nobody telling me all of a sudden that no, I come out here with no money. I come out here not expecting to pay for anything, and I'm over here ordering up all these things, and then you telling me, oh, we splitting the check. At the end of the day, if you saying we're splitting the check, I'm gonna have to pay my way.
Uh
You
oh.
understand what I'm saying? There's certain things that we have now been made to have to do that makes it so much harder for you guys who are the gentlemen to pursue us because we don't have time for the foolishness. And it kind of goes back to one of the lives that you were talking about last week. But essentially, that's all what it is. Like, I can change my own tire. I've done it. I can check my oil. I can do all these things. So for me, those are not things that are, oh my God, he does all this thing for me. I need you to do something. I need you to do something else. I need you to show protection. There's certain characteristics that I look for now in my 30s that I didn't look for in my 20s. So as I'm dating now, it's much different. You know what I mean? So, and this is for me. Janelle says she doesn't agree. I'm not too sure what she's saying that she doesn't agree with, but for me, that's where I'm at. Yeah, you know, that's where I'm at. I've had to step into some roles. Some of us don't have fathers in the home for our children, so there's certain things that we've had to do and play both sides, which I can't do. I'm not a man, so I can't teach my son how to be a man. I have to rely on the men around me, my brothers and my homeboys, to step into that role because my son's father is in prison. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So for a lot of us, those things is what happen. You know, you're in a relationship with somebody and you guys break up for whatever reason. The dude doesn't want to deal with you. He moves on. You have to do your part. You have to now do things that you didn't necessarily think that you would have to do before. So it depends on the woman. I grew up with boys. I'm the middle child of two brothers. So I'm a tomboy at heart, so I am also a middle child. Middle children are kind of bred to do things on their own. So not only am I a tomboy at heart, I'm a middle child. We're not the seeking attention. We kind of get left behind raising up raising up with kids. So I was bred to take care of myself. My father bred me to take care of myself and not depend on a guy. So that is my struggle because I don't want to depend on a guy so much where I can't do anything for myself. So I just do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's certain things when you're in a man's presence that you really should have to handle, like open your own gas, paying for dates. Just a lot of stuff you just really shouldn't have to, manifest when you're in the presence of a guy. It's okay when you're by yourself, but getting your trash, paying, getting your tires fixed. I mean, just certain things you really shouldn't have to do when you're in the presence of a man. But to each his own.
No, I mean, go back inside. Get the ball and go back inside.
All right.
So, okay, so Kawendi, I hope I said that right. She said, my father taught me to never depend upon a man. When he passed, he left me a 250 plus acre farm. Good God, girl, that I was raised to take care of. Simple stuff like that. My father bred me the same way, to never have to depend upon a man to where I can't function and do stuff on my own. Now, the opposite of that, or the catch-22 of that, is that I find it hard to allow a man. I have found it hard in my past dating experiences to allow a man to be a man and take lead. So hello, I need you to go inside. No, you cannot. I need you to go inside. Thank you. Mommy, where's Auntie? She's in her room. Thank you. I've had to do that. I've had to take care of myself. I had no choice. My father didn't want me to be one of those women where I can't function. I can't do certain things because I need a man to do it for me. So now I have battled with the fact that, damn, I have a hard time accepting stuff from dudes because I always kind of feel like they want something in return, because those are some of the experiences that I've had. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is trust. And a lot of it is the experiences that some of the women have had that causes them to be how they are.
All right, let me read this question. Clancy said, but as men, would you say men are not wanting to step up and do things because there are plenty of women who make them do nothing, and when they meet a strong black woman, they feel like we're over the top with our standards? Just a lot of dudes just lazy. They don't feel like putting the work in. Any kind of job, any kind of business, anything you're trying to work towards, you got to put in work. Oh, if the person's making it easy for you, then you know, you're not gonna really feel satisfied. So, you know, you never
That's
think that
real.
your standards are too high. Always go with your own beat. You know, never think your standards are too
So
high.
when I meet someone, can I submit? I submit to a guy that I can trust. You are not, a woman is not going to submit to a dude she does not trust and who she feels is not going to lead her. That
Yeah,
cannot lead her.
overprotective.
You have
Yeah,
to have those
protective.
characteristics. That man has to have those characteristics already. I can't give those things to you. I can't make them for you. You have to have that, and you have to know the type of woman that you're going after. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I have no problem submitting. I have no issue. I mean, I just don't have nobody to submit to, and that's it. I don't
Yeah,
have
I mean,
anybody to submit to.
like I said, the whole submission, guys trying to force you to submit. You're not showing any kind of leadership. You don't have any kind of patience, no kind of discipline. Then you know you don't really need to be asking for submission. A good teacher,
And
you're
every
not able
guy
to
thinks he's
submit
a
to her.
leader.
You
Every
said what?
dude thinks that he's a leader.
No, but that doesn't. Not every guy's a leader though. That's what I'm saying. We say we want
That's the
easy
problem.
titles, but a lot of times we want responsibilities that come with it though.
Yeah, every dude thinks that he's a leader.
Hmm.
A lot of dudes think that, if a woman questions his motives or questions his decision making, then we're trying to undermine him. No, a lot of times we're
No,
just trying to make sure
no,
that you
a man can
say it again.
understand criticism. A man can understand criticism. You know, it's okay to be like, hey,
Um,
you know, let's go a different route. You know, it's okay if a man is sure of himself. He's like, okay, let's do that. You know, he's not going to give you an
oh,
argument. He's not going to try to go back and forth with you.
yeah, I know that, but every man think he a man.
I mean,
Every
guys
man,
think they're a man because they have something between their legs, but you know, manhood is more than just what you got between your legs. You know, it's about your character, your morals, having self discipline, self respect, respecting other people around you, and just being a man of your word, having the bond, having the trust, and just living the life, living a legacy behind that you want people to follow. You know, that's what manhood is all about.
absolutely. I've
Yeah.
dealt with a guy who made it very difficult for me to be his support system because he always felt that everything he did was right and I wasn't supposed to question it. I had no authority in questioning it. Um, I was just supposed to do, and so we would get into debates about that, and I'm just like even just in friendship, getting to know someone, um, getting getting to know someone, there's certain characteristics that you look for, and if you're not one who can listen to comprehend without listening, like instead of listening to have a response or rebuttal, it's
You
not
listen
gonna
to
fly.
understand. Yeah, you listen to understand. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So do and people also have to realize that just because you're a man, that don't mean that just because you're a good man, you could be a good man, but you may not be the good man for me, and I could be a good
Exactly. Y'all might
woman,
not be
I may
compatible
not
and
be the
stuff.
good woman
Guys
for you.
complain. Yeah, guys complain. Oh, they don't want good guys. They want thugs and they want Pookie Ray Ray. They date all
I don't know
types of
why y'all think we
men.
want thugs.
They date
Golly.
all types of men, and y'all get burned by each type of man. Whether it's corporate, he got
Okay.
money, no money, broke dude. Y'all
Hold
get burned
on.
by every kind of dude.
LG, she made a comment that we skipped over her question. Her question is, the real question is, why are men leaving so many women single mothers? Uh, I know for myself, my son's father is in prison. We weren't in a relationship when I got pregnant, so he in prison. Can't do nothing about that. Some of these dudes are in prison. Some of them are in jail. Some of them, like initially for my son's father, when I found out I was pregnant, he was scared crapless. He was scared. So he wasn't active at all. He wasn't active at all. I was begging him to do stuff just to come around and see him. I don't want you. I wanted to keep the line of communication open. I wanted to foster a relationship between you and your child. But because he was so petrified, his fight or flight was to flight. You understand what I'm saying? His response was to run. And for some dudes, that's what it is until he realized that's not the route that he wanted to go. He wanted to have a relationship with his son because he didn't have the relationship with his father until he became an adult. But he ended up going into prison when my son was a year and a half. My son will be 5 now.
Yeah.
There's certain things I can't speak on, you know, other people in their relationships. Sometimes, you know, relationships are toxic, and the guy or the girl choose to walk away, and in walking away they also walk away from the child or the children. And some people are not mature enough to let past situations, as long as it's not like as long as it wasn't physically abusive, leave those situations alone and keep them separate from the two parents trying to co-parent that child or children. Some people have not matured enough to do that.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I mean, a man, why we create single mothers, just a lack of accountability. We're not being responsible. You know, we got to use protection as men. We're trying to put everything on a woman, talking about I got all these
Right.
options, which it may be true, but at the same time, though, we got to take ownership of fatherhood, ownership of manhood, and just take care of the children. And it's sad that you got a lot of fathers home, you got a lot of stepfathers got to step up because you don't want to be responsible for your own child. You sit up here complaining about child support. It just don't make too much sense to me. And like I said, brother just got to do better. You know.
That's a whole nother topic for a different day, and I got to go back to
Yeah, I've
church.
already talked about that. I think 5, 6 times, but it's all good. All right, Miss Covington said.
So
I mean,
yeah,
you already
Pearlisha, I'm
know.
I'm gonna have to go. So enjoy the rest of the live. I have to get back to church and everything like that. So y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, and I'll watch this later on.
All right, I appreciate you joining me and everything. You
All
know,
right.
want them to be, but who they really are will always expose them in the end. Yeah, I mean, you can't really somebody change a man. Like, so you can speak positive, you can speak life to him, but it comes down to him knowing himself, and him wanting to change from within. Because if he doesn't want to change, he doesn't want to do better for himself. There's nothing you can do to break that. You know. Uh, Illy said, I think people rush into relationships too fast without knowing who they're dealing with. Yeah, like I said, that's true though. But like I said, if a man's not being patient, he doesn't let you have a voice. That's a lot of times that's just a lot of narcissistic behavior that's going on. So you know, but yeah, just going back to the topic about why women are so masculine. You should let you go in. Let me in. What you mean? I gotta go back pretty soon. But just to go back to far as why women are so masculine, I just felt like they just don't have no choice. Like I said, they don't have no choice but to be strong and independent. Everything is on their shoulders, and just men just have to do better because they wouldn't be so strong and independent if we actually stepped up and actually cared for them, actually loved them, actually wanted to be there for them, and not through the good times, but through our struggle too. Help building a woman up too is what we need to do as well too. Love her, and just care for her. Outside just the bedroom is just a lot of times we just gotta do a better job overall. But yeah, I gotta go back. So y'all share this video. Y'all check me out on YouTube as well. Everyday Thoughts JC. Till I'll be on tonight. I'm gonna talk about abortion tonight. So y'all gonna see me tonight at 10 o'clock. So y'all come back. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. All that good stuff. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Y'all have to play mother and father role. Y'all don't really get a chance to just be the mother, the wife, the girlfriend. You gotta be the dad. You gotta be the disciplinary, etc. So, like I said earlier. Okay, one last question. Illy said, why are black women seem masculine in the first place? Like, where is this narrative coming from? I'm curious. It's just a narrative that you just see a lot of these insecure men talking about. Y'all strong or y'all working too much, y'all too masculine, but at the same time, though, y'all could be feminine. We actually provided a safe environment for y'all to be feminine. We actually working, making enough money to make ends meet. Then, we would see a lot of change in women. They won't have to go out here and stress yourself out working 10, 12 hours on a company. Y'all be able to, stay in the house, help raise kids, etc. But it's like the man has been so demonized and feminized. It's just, it takes a woman to step up and do better for herself. But yeah, though, I gotta go back. I gotta head on out, y'all. I'll be on tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Your boy JC, Everyday Thoughts. So yeah, y'all Yeah, have a blessed day. I'll be on later on tonight. Yeah, have a good one. Peace.